thanks again for the fill, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you. We are doing 3 boxes of Donruss Soccer 2018 by Panini. 1 box of Blaster, 1 box of the Jumbo, and the big hobby box. This is break number 188. Those are your teams. I am Soccer Breakers FC. If you're interested in joining my breaks, join our Facebook group, Soccer Breakers FC. All breaks are live on YouTube. Check us out on our website, guys, www.soccerbreakersfc.com. All right, let me post on Facebook that I am on live now. All right, there we go. Oh, did I screw it up? Not all teams are showing. What did we start with? USA man Adam Blumenthal. Huh. They're not showing, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They should be all there. Are you sure, Tinky? Yeah, maybe just sometimes if your screen goes down a little, make sure you're all the way up on your... No worries, no worries. I think we're good. You might be still John. All right, yeah, I think we're good. We got 30 teams, so we're good to go. All right, let's get rolling. Good luck, everybody. So how are we all doing on this fine Friday night, Saturday for most of you? I guess EPL's back, right? Thank God for that. I don't know what I was going to do with my life with another week of non-EPL. Alexa, what time does Chelsea play?
Newcastle United and Chelsea will face off tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. in the English Premier League.
Oh shit, it's the 4:30 a.m. match, so that'll be the match before I... Anybody know if Pulisic is fit? We can basically break until game time, pretty much. I'll go sleep downstairs on the couch. Let me see. Damn. Oh, alright, here we go, guys. Good luck, good luck. Who's got the base slot? Matthew Maisel. Matthew, you're going to get the base slot. Sorry, the dogs are being loud. Optic. Akanji, right? To 125, Raul Jimenez. Erickson. It's Foden. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Those are just base. Silver Casillas for Porto. Pogba. Isco. Raul Jimenez. Yeah, I had a good day. Thank you, Tinky. I think there's literally one team left in 73, right? We got 5 left in 2006 World Cup. Uh-oh, dog's going crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Four left in NT81. Five left in the next Donruss, 189. The ones that'll go pretty quickly, we've got Chelsea left, in 142. And Chelsea left in 143 for Chronicles. Obsidian is close as well. Obsidian has 5 and 9 for 222 and 223. All right, 73 has 1 left. I don't know if it's Valencia or Dortmund. It's always either Valencia or Dortmund. Okay, for 73, we got Dortmund left. For 74, we got Benfica, Dortmund, Leverkusen, and Valencia. I'll put a lot of these up on the screen a little later. Try to get them filled up. All right, thank you, Zach. Depay to 200. Depay to 200. Benzema. Diop. Weah, Optic, Dele Alli, and Suso, Akuna Matata, Rodrigo, Hakimi, Chris, what's going on? Zach. Relic. Tilo. Base. Larson. Go base. Base Davies. Nice. Kai Havertz, red. Press proof. Germany. Looks pretty clean. Going to the Tinkmeister. Ederson, Van Dyke. All right, Tinky. I'll send it off to Austin at the end there. Reina and Rodrigo. Let's leave that. Askakibar. Tweety Bird. Weston McKinney. Delete. Belotti to 200. Wea. Oh, thank you, Joshua. Boom. A little Jadon Sancho for England. Red press proof. Right, 4 left in 2005. 4 there. Okay, 142 is sold out. Okay, so 142 will be next. Obsidian 222 is going to go pretty quick. 73 and 74 will go. So lots of stuff that will go. Doggy's not happy. Let me close that door. Nice one there. Got all the big boys. Alphonso Davies. Hey Jack. What's the average shipping time to the UK? Joshua, it's very hard to mention that if you're talking about the cheap shipping. You know, I can tell you sometimes it gets there in like 8, 9, 10 days when it's quick. Usually at least like 8, 9 days if it's really quick, but other times it's 8, 9 weeks. So it's very all over the place. I'd say most tend to get there about 2 weeks, most packages, but I'd say maybe 1 out of 4 gets stuck. A pretty decent amount gets stuck. And a lot of times what'll happen is I'll ship you a package and it'll take like 7, 8 weeks, and then I'll ship you 2, 3 packages after that, and you'll get those, and then you'll end up getting the package that I shipped you like first, last. You know, they don't necessarily arrive in the same order that I ship them, which is kind of odd, but it's just the way it is because it's just purely luck. Some packages get there really quickly, some packages take forever. The only one that is absolutely reliable is UPS, but you know, it's not worth it usually unless you break a lot or if you hit something monstrous. Most of the bigger breakers tend to ship like once a month, but they do the $45 UPS, and you know, if you're doing 40 breaks and paying $50 to ship, it's not so bad. It's like $1 a break. But if you're doing 2 breaks, you know, you definitely don't want to pay $50 shipping. Yeah, I literally get messages every day like my package has been in London for like 10 days, and believe me, sometimes it stays in London for like a month. London's like the pit where they go and they never come out of. It just says, you know, arrived in London, and then nothing happens for like a month. Sometimes they even deliver it and it still says arrived in London and they never bother updating it. It's just a base. Oh. Base Havertz. Sorry, did it upside down here. Well, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. How about a little Sancho? Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Getting those likes up. Skriniar. Down comes the big boy box. Yeah, more than 2/3 of the value of the break is in that one box alone. All right, let's do it. Ooh. Yeah, $2,000 is pretty shocking considering they were like $130 a year ago. But it all happened when when these cards went from being $2 cards to being $40 cards. That's what happened. It's been holding. I mean, it's been at 2,000 for like 4 or 5 months now. It's not like a recent thing. It's been pretty steady. It didn't go up any further, but it hasn't dropped either. So this one's actually held pretty well compared to some of the other products that did drop a little bit once they hit their high. All right, here we go. Acuna to 99. Richarlison. I don't know much about Richarlison. I mean, a lot of good players. I mean, he's a good player, but in soccer, eventually I hope a lot of these players that are good, very good, not necessarily great, are going to start selling for more. Boom. Sancho. That's where soccer hasn't caught up to a lot of the other sports because, yeah, the Messis, Ronaldos, Neymars, Sancho's, Fati, like the big prospects, they all, sell for big bucks. But in basketball, a lot of your like lesser ones, still tend to bring pretty good money. And, guys in the Richarlison category in soccer haven't really jumped up yet. I tend to think it actually will, Jack. I mean, it already dropped. Like, if you look at the mess, there's already been a little bit of an adjustment, but I think the base card market is here to stay. I mean, not at the crazy levels that, Messi base PSA 10, I mean, the graded ones is what I'm talking about. But even a raw Messi 2014 was selling for $300-400. Now it's selling for $60, $80. At those prices, I think it's gonna stay. Now I don't think it'll, and it even has room to go back up. The thing about base cards is everybody can afford them, and they're almost like the easiest thing to. They're like the stock market. They just have a given price, and the graded ones particularly, and people want them because they're cheap and everybody can afford them. Generally speaking, they're like 40, 50, 30, 40, 50 bucks. So I don't know. I think they'll hold steady relatively. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Man City fan, Foden, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, everybody can afford that. I mean, I know he's dropped a little bit, but you get it graded, then the graded ones, sell for, a few hundred if it's a PSA 10 and it's just a base card. Mbappe. I mean, that's really what's driven the market for blacks is the price of base. Iker Casillas, because if you look at it, really these products like this that have jumped in price, it's mainly because of the base cards. I mean, in this one, the good thing is it has base and the base optic. The base optic is actually the much more valuable, but the optics are selling really well. This is an optic too, by the way. Yeah, and honestly, that's why the a lot of these products are staying high, James, because it used to be if a product came out like let's say Impeccable and it was at I don't know it was at $1,000 a box and I bought it and they bumped it to $1,500 a box, and if I didn't buy anymore and George didn't buy anymore and Austin, all the breakers in the U.S. stopped being able to break it, prices would drop. But now they don't because people in China are buying it, especially the higher end stuff. So people are like, well, if you stop buying, prices will go down. I'm like, no, they won't, because people in China will buy it. So there's a lot more high end, high roller guys that are buying, especially the expensive stuff. Not so much the cheap stuff, but stuff like Impeccable and Immaculate. That stuff will sell no matter how expensive it gets. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying there. Especially if you got them at current prices are good, but those same prices, Alex, I mean, same cards like a couple months ago were selling for crazy numbers, and now they've leveled off a little bit. I mean, where it is currently, I'd feel pretty safe about, especially Messi and Ronaldo, because, with Mbappe, there's always a small amount of risk, but since he's, still so young and hasn't really, his best of his career is still ahead of him. But with guys like, Messi, Ronaldo, graded cards from, years past, I think those are the probably your most safest of investments. Really? I don't think so. I haven't seen a lot of soccer fake out there, Josh. I don't know. Maybe in other sports, but with soccer, luckily, and well, especially if it's graded, you're okay. I don't know. Have you guys heard of fake soccer cards? I haven't really seen that yet. Thank God. Havertz. Ooh, that's yeah, Tiki. That one's no good. Look, centering, not good. Put it up there. Nacho. Whoa, nice one there. Silver Hollow, Alfonso Davies. I mean, I guess it depends on how good a fake they would be, Jack. I haven't seen any, I haven't seen any standard soccer cards. I mean, generally the stuff that I've heard of being faked are like the, 1952 Mickey Mantle, like the really expensive stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if cards like the Mega Cracks, Messi, 2004, like those cards that are going for crazy money. But you would think, and then they'd sell them raw. But I wouldn't touch any card like that raw just because at this point it's way too risky. You buy a, $10,000 raw card and then get it graded only to find out it's fake. But honestly, I haven't heard. I mean, usually we would hear pretty quickly. Like I remember in football, like there were certain years that players were getting faked, and it was, you usually hear about it pretty quickly, especially if it's, being sold regularly. Silva. So what, they just faked the BGS slab and they faked the card and the grading, Tinky, and they not only fake the card but they fake the grading part. Silva. Yeah, I didn't think so, James, because I didn't think I thought we would have heard of that if there were, at least for soccer. The only one I remember, like years ago, there was that guy, when Adrian Peterson was a rookie and Calvin Johnson, and there were some fakes going around, but honestly, they weren't that good. Yeah, with cards, we're like the only thing you need to worry about, is if you're buying autographs. That's where most of the stuff is fake. If you're buying just like signed cards and signed jerseys and stuff like that, you got to make sure it's either authenticated by either Upper Deck or Icons or Beckett, one of the big companies. If it's just Joe Schmo authentication, then you got about a 75-80% chance it's fake. But with cards, luckily I haven't seen any issues, at least yet. Yeah, if you're talking about autos on, yeah, if you're talking about, exactly, if you buy like a Messi signed photo, then sure. You got to make sure. But that's why when you're buying autographed memorabilia, it's all about the authentication. Because even if it's real and it doesn't have the proper authentication, it's worthless. And flip side, if it's fake and it has the proper authentication, nobody's going to know the difference. So that's the sad part. But I mean, hopefully the idea is if it's fake, it's not going to get the authentication that, at least the reliable ones. So yeah, that's why when I was like doing Jersey Palooza, I got offered lots of really good stuff, but I mean, I was like, no, if it doesn't have Icons or Beckett or those other ones, then it's just not something that, I would buy. Even though it may be real, but your guess is as good as mine if it is. It depends, David. I mean, it's the Greenwood has already dropped quite a bit, so I don't know. It depends. I mean, he's already kind of low compared to where he used to be. So can he drop more? Of course, if he sucks and he's on the bench and he turns out to be a dud, which I mean, I don't think he'll turn out to be a dud, but he's certainly not playing at the level that everybody was, but his stuff is already selling for less than half what it was selling for a couple months ago. So it's already made an adjustment. Uh, I mean, I have a ton of cards, lots of, I wouldn't classify it necessarily as my PC because it's mostly for resale. But a lot of Baggio, a lot of Maradona, a lot of Messi, Ronaldo. But the stuff that I'm going to hold on to myself is mostly the Baggio and the Chelsea stuff. Is stuff that I'll probably keep and not sell. But the rest of the stuff, mainly I buy to sell. And mainly for, like I said, the breaks that I put together. Alex Morgan, I don't know about going up, Robert. Alex Morgan's pretty steady. I mean, she's... You know, she's been selling better than the men for the most part, with the exception of Pulisic. Neymar. But she's another one that's pretty safe. I don't think she'll jump up drastically, but I don't think she'll drop either. Antoine Griezmann to 25. Mueller's, ooh, boom diddy shaka. How about a Jadon Sancho silver hollow? We got the Davies silver hollow, and now Sancho. That's looks pretty good. Centering. Very hard to figure out if the centering maybe a little bit this way. I don't know. England doing well. Who knows? I have no idea about Foden. I mean, any of these guys, if they have a great year, their prices will go up. If they have a crappy year, their prices will go down. Yeah, I mean, I think he's dropped quite a bit too. A lot of these guys have dropped quite a bit because there was a lot of hype, and then they kind of, have a quiet few months, and people start panicking. Yeah, see, problem with these is the centering. The centering is really off on a lot of these. Like that one's also way off. You can tell that. I don't know much about that player. Boom shakalaka, Kylian Mbappe. Six. Silver Hollow. These Silver Hollows graded sell for big buckaroos. We got the ladies coming up. Gold. Nice. Gold Carly Lloyd autograph for the ladies. Said it's ladies' night and the feeling's right. Said it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. 16 of 75. Carly Lloyd. Gold auto. Who's got the ladies? Adam. Congrats, Adam. Olivier Giroud. There's Ronaldo. Samir Handanovic. Silver Hollow. Lost Rookies of Messi. I haven't seen those. Numbered to 49 Messi autos at 300 apiece. That is pretty cheap. Not know that. Yeah, anytime you get a Messi auto at 300 bucks, you're doing all right. Yeah, I never heard of that either. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is exclusive UK, I think. But these aren't autoed. They were selling autographed ones for 300 or what? Oops, wrong stack. Ah. Yeah, I mean, honestly though, those cards. I mean, look at look at the sales on the Ronaldo set that I'm doing. You get 40 Ronaldo cards for 99 bucks with a chance at an auto, so it basically works out to $2.50 a Ronaldo, and they're not selling. So, those are just cards that they just print. I mean, those cards could be worth $2. They're selling them for £7. The autograph is a different question. Yeah, if it's autographed, that's a whole different ballgame. Then absolutely, I'm all over it. But it seems like Topps' new thing is let's just print a bunch of Ronaldos and Messis and sell them for $3-4 a piece. They do say rookie on them. All right, so that's the thing, huh? I mean, obviously they're reproduction, but yeah, I mean they say rookie, but they're made in 2020. Well, you know, auto for $300. I mean, I honestly can't really see Messi autos selling for less than $300. So from that standpoint, so I said like with an auto, it's safe. But um, I hope not. You mean by box? I mean, I know the box prices right now are. I've got another 3, 4 cases left, but yeah, if I wanted to get more now, case prices went up $1,200 a case. So 6 box price, yeah, box prices basically went up $100 because of primarily because of probably Fatih, and it's just a nice product. Because those were selling for 400, now they're selling for 500. So yeah, France, PSG hasn't done much. France has done well. I think all the big Mbappes we hit were France. All right, let me do a little review here. All right, that's base. All right, let me do the base lot first. Make sure they all are base. There's no optic in there. Here's the base lot. All right. Base lot. D. All right, that was all for the base lot. Base lot was Matthew Maisel. RNG, I haven't actually watched him do the breaks. I have watched him on his stream, but just when he was doing like the FIFA stuff. I haven't caught him yet when he's doing the breaks. I should. I follow him on Twitch, so. Did he do the breaks the last few days? Because I know I shipped him a case of Euro. Hope he got some nice stuff. Tomorrow. All right, maybe late night UK. Yeah, I could watch that. That's during the day for me. That's perfect timing. Like after the EPL matches are over. Late night with pie. Be like midday for me. Are you welcome, Isaiah? All right, let's do the recap now. These are all base too. Oh, these all get mixed in with those. Oh, sorry guys. These are some more of base cards for Matt. Matt, these are yours as well. I mixed them up. No, what I packed up is the base. Basically, it's pretty, I mean, simple to tell. For example, the ones with the D, those are base cards. The ones with the O, those are optic. Those go to the teams. So everything that's up here now goes to the teams. The base cards were what I just packed up. All right, so everything left now goes to the teams. There's that. There's the CS, optic, delete, De Bruyne, delete, delete. Foden, optic, Fernandes, Silver Hollow, Mueller, Ronaldo, Nacho to 75, Ter Stegen to 200, Belotti and Depay to 125, Jimenez to 100, Giroud to 25, Antoine Griezmann, Atletico, 10 of 25, to 99, Acuna. We had autograph, Silva. Of course, all these too, like, these are all getting sorted and go to the individual teams. These as well. I don't recap those, but all right. Let's see where to go. Messi, optic, Argentina. Let's see, what do we have here? We have that. All right, let's go Neymar to 149 for Brazil. Okay, that's for France. All right, for Germany, I had these two, optic and red. That one's going to get graded, right, Tinky, you said? All right, so that one's you, Tinky, to Austin. Then for France, we got optic Mbappe and silver hollow. These silver hollows are quite nice. Then we did have a number 275 Carly Lloyd gold autograph. Then for Alphonso Davies, optic, rated rookie, red press proof, and silver hollow. Nice one there for Bayern. And a nice one for England as well. Got an optic Sancho, red press proof Sancho, and silver hollow Sancho. Nice little haul there for England. Alright, so that does it for number 188.